Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Me and Reggie here, my friend, we're going to start this new series, and every month we're going to do predictions for the WWE special events, and we're here today to discuss Battleground 2017, and overall, I'm semi-looking forward to this show. I think it'll be decent, but it's not going to be as good as Great Balls of Fire, I don't think. How do you feel about the show overall, Reggie?
Well, overall, like you said, it's definitely not going to be nearly as good as Great Balls of Fire. The card is just not nearly as stacked as that one was. Plus, SmackDown has definitely been the B show ever since the shakeup.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you there. Ever since the shakeup, it seems like SmackDown's gone down, which is weird, considering that they got Nakamura, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens. They have so many good talents, and it feels like we're just wasting it.
Oh yeah, there's so many lost in the shuffle.
Oh man, it's awful, and they're splitting up tag teams left and right, but...
LOL, what's a tag division?
It's so true, but we're going to get started with the kickoff match, which is it's Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English, which is a rematch from the Backlash kickoff show, and personally, I think this is kind of sad, because I think both of these guys have a lot of potential, and it kind of sucks that they're on the pre-show, because I was excited when Dillinger got called up. I thought he was going to, maybe do stuff, but he's been relegated to the kickoff show once again. And I think that English is good, and I think he has a lot of singles potential, but, NXT call-ups, they just don't get pushed anymore. So, that being said, I'm going with Ty Dillinger to win this, because it seems like they're both jobbers, but I think Aiden is he's worse. I mean, he's being treated worse. So, what do you think?
Well, I think Aiden English definitely went downhill when Simon Gotch left, obviously, but really he didn't go far because they were already downhill. But Ty Dillinger is my pick to win because, well, they're both jobbers, like you said, but I guess Aiden's going to be the one to job to a jobber.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's really sad. I wonder if Aiden English has heat, since Gotch had heat and Gotch got released. So I'm wondering if Aiden English has that, that same heat, or, like guilty by association or something. I don't know. But,
yeah, maybe. If nothing else, he's probably guilty by association.
Yeah, it's sad to see, though. Like I said, I think he could get really over with the Sting gimmick, because the Drifter's over. Like, the Drifter gets a lot of heel heat. So, next up, well, apparently, did you ever catch SmackDown for this week?
I did not.
Okay, well, it seems like the Breezango finally are going to find out who attacked the station. There was a little fashion file segment and everything, and there was a note that said Battleground. So apparently they're going to find out who finally did it, and my prediction, since there's literally hardly any tag teams on SmackDown, the only person or the only team that I think that could have done it is I think that they're going to have Luke Harper and Eric Rowan get back together, and that's really all I can think of. I don't know who else, and it can't be the Colognes because apparently they're injured. So I think it's Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and I guess Breezango's going to win this because, I mean, I don't understand why they would, seem to get such a push and then would go on and lose this match because it seems like they're being billed. But on the other hand, I'm thinking that Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, they're heavy hitters. They're a pretty big team, so I'm not really sure. I guess Breezango would win with a roll-up, maybe? What do you think?
Honestly, I have no clue who it could be, because, like you said, there's 0 tag teams on SmackDown. I mean, I don't want it to be Harper and Rowan, because, like you said, where do you go with that? I mean, if, they win, then you're just destroying all of Breezango's momentum that they build up. But if Breezango wins, then you're basically just, making Rowan and Harper like Wyatt. They're just jobbers now. I mean,
so I really don't know. I don't know. But I mean, do you think Breezango's gonna win though?
If it's Rowan and Harper that trash shit, yeah, I'm gonna say Breezango's gonna win.
Maybe it's the Singh brothers or something. I don't know. Anyway, next up, we have a tag team championship match, which is the Usos versus the New Day. And Uh, I've really liked this feud. I don't know, you probably saw the rap battle, right?
Oh yeah, I saw the rap battle.
Yeah, so I really like this feud because I think that the Usos have really done well since turning heel. And, overall, I think this has been a very entertaining feud. A lot of people want the New Day to break up. I don't agree. I think the New Day is still going solid. That's my opinion. I've always been entertained by them.
Oh yeah, I love the New Day. They're
Oh,
freaking great.
definitely, definitely. And I'm not sure if they're going to win the titles here or if they're going to wait until SummerSlam because that's in Brooklyn where they started their 483 day reign. So, uh, what is this the third? This is the second match. So I think that the Usos are going to win this one, maybe by disqualification. What do you think?
Well, the Usos, they took a walk in their last match, correct? They took
Yeah.
a count out.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe this time they'll get disqualified, and then at SummerSlam they'll have some sort of no DQ or something type match,
Yeah.
and they'll be forced to fight it out, and New Day will end up taking the titles there.
Yeah, I think that SummerSlam would have a lot of significance. So maybe they can have like a 2 out of 3 falls match. That would be good. I mean, they have good chemistry together, New Day and
Yeah.
Usos.
Yeah, the last match was phenomenal. It was great.
Oh yeah, except for the ending.
Oh yeah, no one
Uh,
likes a dirty finish.
Yeah, and now we have Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis, which I guess that Sami Zayn's new role is just jobber to the stars. So he's just going to lose to everyone who comes up, kind of like Jericho used to. But, I feel like Sami Zayn can lose all these matches and it wouldn't hurt his credibility because he's supposed to be the underdog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see... It's hard to say. I think I could see Sami maybe like winning with a roll-up because these two had a match on SmackDown. And Mike won the match with a roll-up. So maybe Sami wins with a roll-up. That's what I think is going to happen. I think Sami Zayn's going to win with a roll-up. And I think that Mike and Maria need a better gimmick.
Definitely. They definitely need a better gimmick.
Oh, it's awful.
It's just cringy. It's not entertaining.
Yeah, and I don't even think they get any heat for it. Like I think the crowd's dead when they come out.
It's just laughable.
Yeah,
honestly. If they're getting any reaction, it's just pure laughability.
So,
as for the match itself, I think Mike Kanellis is probably going to win with a dirty finish. Maybe he grabs the ropes or gets the tights or something.
Yeah, I mean, should be an okay match. I mean, I'd rather this.
Yeah.
No, I guess Dillinger versus English is really the pre-show match of pre-show matches.
Yeah.
And then, so you're going with Mike here?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have probably the most predictable match of the night, and it's John Cena versus Rusev in a flag match. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why it has to be a flag match unless it's to protect.
Okay, what even is a flag match?
Okay, so they explain this on SmackDown. Basically, they'll have the Bulgarian flag in the corner, kind of like the candlestick on a pole match. They'll have the Bulgarian flag and the American flag on the corner, on separate corners. And then to win the match, you have to get your flag down and then run across the finish line with it.
That sounds so incredibly stupid.
It is. It's ridiculous. I don't understand why they're doing this unless it's to protect Rusev since he's just coming back and he doesn't have to take the fall. So, of course, I'm going with John Cena here, and I have not really enjoyed this feud. As much as I love Rusev, I'm not really feeling this feud because it's already happened, and it's basically a rehash without Lana this time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm also going with Cena because, Cena never loses.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against him. So
yeah.
And on SmackDown, he cut this promo where it was pretty much the same Cena promo where he's like, "This is America. We don't run. Blah blah." You know the old Cena promo. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
And then he was getting loud reactions. Cheers. I think it's weird. It's like we have to cheer this guy because he represents America. Like we have to boo the foreigner. Like, I don't get it. It's just so old.
I just think it's weird how they have two America versus the foreigner storylines going at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, can we do something original?
Please, yeah. And so yeah, we're both going with Cena here. I could talk about this match for a couple days if I wanted to, but we'll move on. So next we have a fatal 5-way elimination match to determine the number 1 contender for Naomi's championship at SummerSlam, and it's Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch versus Natalya versus Tamina versus Lana. And I don't know about you, but I am so sick of them throwing all the women in a match and not having any story. They're just like, oh, we'll just throw them all in a match. It doesn't matter. Storylines don't matter.
It's just like the cruiserweights when they first started, when they were having all those like tag team and six-man tags.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm sick of this. And
it's getting dumb, honestly. I mean,
and then on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair actually tapped out to Becky Lynch, so I'm expecting Charlotte to win this, and then you'll have Naomi versus Charlotte at SummerSlam. And I think that Charlotte's really cooled off since she came to SmackDown Live. Who are you going with here, and what do you think of the match?
Honestly, I think the match is going to be chaotic. It's overbooked. It's not going to be that great. But I think Charlotte's going to win it. And then she'll finally win the SmackDown's women's title at SummerSlam. And then out comes Carmella, of course, to ruin the moment.
Oh, I'll take that. Because, honestly, I think that Charlotte's... Maybe you'll disagree. I think Charlotte's a little bit overrated. I don't know. I don't care about the main roster women wrestling because it's not booked well. But,
it's not.
I don't know if you saw Nikki Cross versus Asuka in that last Woman Standing match. Do you see that?
Oh, it was phenomenal. It was amazing.
Yes, it was great. And I was like, wow, this is what women's wrestling should be. I got a lot of flack for hating on the women's Hell in a Cell match because I didn't like it that much. But
it wasn't that great.
First in history, so it's 5 stars.
Well, you see, the thing is, they're just doing these things so they can say they've done them.
Exactly.
It's not the right timing, like the women's Money in the Bank match. They literally just did that to say, oh, this is the first women's Money in the Bank match.
And they had
James Ellsworth win it.
Oh my god. They need to do something quick, because this is ridiculous.
It's terrible.
God. And so, yeah, I think we're both expecting Charlotte here. But
yeah.
Next up, we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin, and I think this is pretty easy to call because when you have Money in the Bank, you really don't need protection because you have that briefcase. So, you can go on a big losing streak and then cash in Money in the Bank. So, I'm of course expecting Nakamura to win this, and for some reason Baron Corbin has attacked Shinsuke during his entrance like approximately 200 times. And he did it on SmackDown again. Like, it doesn't stop. It does not stop, and I'm so sick of it. So, yeah, I'm expecting Nakamura to win this, and hopefully... Oh, you didn't see SmackDown, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. There was a little tease between AJ Styles and Nakamura. AJ was backstage. Nakamura walked up, and he pointed to the United States Championship, and he said, "One day you will call, and I will answer." So... Yeah, I guess he was referring to the U.S. Open Challenge. So
I can't wait till that happens. Hopefully AJ does it at like a pay-per-view or something, and out comes Nakamura, and we'll finally get AJ Styles versus Nakamura in WWE.
Oh yeah, I think they need to save it for a pay-per-view. Giving it away on TV would be stupid.
That is the stupidest decision they could ever make in history.
Yeah, it would be bad. But like I said, I'm going with Nakamura here. How about you?
Also going with Nakamura because, well, with Money in the Bank, like you said, they don't need protection. And if you look at Dolph Ziggler back when he had it, back in like 2000, whenever it was, then, he had a huge losing streak going on. And then, out of nowhere, the Raw after WrestleMania, he cashed in, and he was the biggest star in the world. That's the power that Money in the Bank gives you.
Yeah, so, speaking of Dolph Ziggler, he's not on this show. I haven't seen him in a long time, actually.
Maybe he's finally went away.
I think he needs to just step away because he doesn't do much anymore. I mean,
he doesn't.
He's a jobber. But anyway, next match. I'm assuming this is going to be match of the night. It's AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. And, well, I think this is kind of hard to call because they're doing this thing with Kevin and the Face of America gimmick. So I kind of think that he's going to win it back here. But, it seems like they want to bring back this open challenge every week to boost SmackDown ratings. So I'm not really sure. I want to hear your prediction first, and then I'll make mine. What do you think?
Well, personally, I love AJ Styles, huge fan of his, and I want him to keep the title. I want him to get a good reign with it, And I'd like to see him win, but like you said, with Kevin Owens' Face of America gimmick, they can't really do that without him being U.S. champion. So I really don't know. I guess it's kind of a toss-up for me, but I'm going to go AJ Styles.
Okay. Well, I'm just because you're going AJ, I'll go with. I don't know. It's because I don't understand why they would have AJ win it at a house show, and then have him go over Owens twice at Battleground, unless they were, unless they want this rivalry to hurry up and end, so they could go on to something else. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I guess I'll go with AJ, and then I think that Kevin's gonna move on to maybe the WWE Championship picture, because I picture John Cena beating Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. So I'll go with AJ, because the mid-card title is more prestigious than the world title right now, it seems.
Well, when a jobber can win your world title, there's definitely something wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Which, that brings us to the final match, the main event, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton in a Punjabi prison match for the WWE Championship. Well, I don't know if you saw the first two Punjabi prison matches, did you?
Oh, I've seen them. I saw Undertaker versus Big Show, and then Great Khali versus Batista.
I thought
Undertaker versus Big Show was good. Okay. I enjoyed it.
I agree. And then
Khali versus Batista was
awful.
No. God, no.
Was it Big Show and Undertaker where the structure broke?
Yeah, it was like Undertaker dove at Big Show and then the cage broke open or something. Yeah. And I mean, I was 10 when I watched it, so I was like, holy crap, this is the best thing ever. And even going back and watching it, I'm still like, well, that wasn't horrible.
I mean, it was an alright match.
But it was okay.
It's hard to name a bad Undertaker match unless, I thought that his match with Roman was okay. I mean, we're not going to talk about Roman Reigns much, but I'm tired of him. So tired of him.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm expecting Jinder to win here. And I talked about how I think it's stupid that Jinder chose the Punjabi prison match because it just makes his character look dumb since, he's won the championship because of the Singh brothers. And he's retained the championship because of the Singh brothers. So I don't understand why he would pick a match where they can't get involved. It just makes his character look dumb. So somehow, I think Jinder's going to win this. I don't know. Maybe the Singh brothers get inside the structure and handcuff Randy Orton to the ropes. I could see that happening.
Oh yeah, they'll get involved in some way, I'm sure.
Somehow. But yeah, like I said, I'm going with Jinder here. How about you?
I'm praying to God that Jinder wins so that this feud will end.
I agree with you. I've really not been feeling this rivalry at all. I think that Jinder is an okay champion, but he's not been wrestling much. They've been having Randy Orton have squash matches, which it seems counterproductive because it seems like Jinder needs the squash matches, to establish himself. Randy's been in this for 14 years. He doesn't need squash matches.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be established. He's got 13 title reigns that have established him.
Yes, I'm ready for Randy Orton to just go away, honestly.
Same here.
He's boring. I don't like his matches. They're slow, and I just don't like it.
He works well as a heel, ring psychology-wise, because his offense is slow-paced. A heel that works for a babyface, not so much.
Right, because you expect the babyfaces to be, faster paced, like AJ Styles or Sami Zayn.
Oh yeah.
But I agree with you there. It's I don't think Triple H would be a good face either anymore because his matches are slower. So yeah, I agree with you there, and. So we're both going with Jinder Mahal to retain. What do you think's next for him after this?
Well, hopefully what I've heard going around the internet isn't true, because what I've heard is that they want him to face John Cena, and Cena's going to win and get his 17th world title.
Yep.
And I don't really want that, nothing against Cena. He's great, puts on great matches, but I don't know. I just feel like Ric Flair's record, I mean, he tied it. They should just keep it at that rather than having him break it.
Yeah, I agree with you, but there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to break it eventually.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Cena gets 18 world titles, honestly. I've heard a lot of people say that that Cena's going to win the title at SummerSlam and then Baron Corbin's going to cash in, which I'm not sure about that because I think that Carmella's going to cash in at SummerSlam. So I don't think they would do a double cash-in with it. I could see Baron holding the title for a long time, maybe until almost WrestleMania, or holding the briefcase for a long time, rather. I don't know. SmackDown.
Well, I mean, I'm not at all surprised that they might do a double cash-in. I mean, they've got 2 America versus Foreigner storylines going on, so true. I mean, WWE's just doing anything at this point.
Yeah, they need to do something different. It's not going well. I don't know. But anyway, that'll wrap it up for our predictions for Battleground 2017. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'd like to thank you, Reggie, for coming on. And I think that we'll be back on Sunday or maybe Monday for the review, right?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll catch you guys next time. Have an A1 day.